Hey guys, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to sew this beautiful shirt gown. So please watch. I'm going to be making a dress for size 12.
And size 12 measurement bust, we have the 40. I've taught you how to divide your measurement. I've taught you how to multiply to your measurement, how to add to your measurement. So we are going to use the highest measurement. Remember I said we are making a dress for size 12. You know the measurements. I have my measurement chart that I use to make my ready to wear. And in my size 12 measurement, the hip measurement there is 42. The hip measurement is bigger in the circumferential measurement. Then I also have my bust measurement. I have 40. I usually use 34 for my waist measurement. This dress is going to be a free dress actually. So let's take our measurement. The measurement we have for the hip is 42. I have 42, but I won't make it 42 because I want it to be a free button down dress that will have a little easiness at the down of it. So I'm going to add 3 inches to whatever I have in my hip measurement. So I have 10.5. Then I'm going to add 3 inches for the back. So we have 8.5. 8.5. Then we're going to add our 3 inch for the allowance. Then we connect with our free hand. If you have a cuff rule, you can connect also. Then we're going to take this hip measurement down to the knee point. We have 14, so we have 14. So our measurement should be straight this way. Then let's cuff our armhole. Then for this armhole, let me iron it out. Let me bend it down. So I want to take off I want to mark the 2 inches here. Doing it this way. Remember your shoulder is slopey, so instead of cutting it away, I've sloped it already here now. That's why this 2 inches, I maintain this 2 inches, and it's coming out more. Bring it down. It's coming out more in this area. Then I will go down by marking my armhole measurement. My shoulder measurement for this dress, I'm using 16, which is 8. So remember your shoulder measurement is slopey, so we have already sloped it out by 1 inch. So we're going to make 9. So come here and take our 8 inches. So we cut it out. So for me to be able to get the front, remember this is the back piece. I've not cut the neckline now. I want us to have the front first before I start cutting the neckline. So I'm going to use this same front to get this same back to get the front piece. Remember the front is going to have a button down. There will be a button down at the front of the dress. Now I've already placed my back piece to the front now. So this one at the down, as you can see, this one at the down resting like that is the front. So we are going to use every other part of the measurement that we have in our back. But for the front, this is the center of the dress. So because of the button, that we are going to add 3 inches extension to the main measurement, so that we have enough measurement for our button. So I'm going to cut out now. Remember, we added 2 inches from at the top of the shoulder part of the back measurement, saying that it's going to fall to the front when we are sewing. So I did not add that to the front, I only added to the back. I only added it to the back measurement. So back and front, so we separate it. We're going to detach it. Now if you want to make it, we'll make it 1 inch. This is how you make your 1 inch. Let's make it half an inch. We're going to fold it like this. We'll be able to get our button, the facing back part of the button whole part. So it's better you use your iron to fall it down. When you use your iron to secure it, it will not move. Even if I'm not going to make this dress today, I will still come and meet this part okay. So when I want to fold, it's just for me to apply sense to it, and I will get a real measurement. So for the neckline, remember, this side is the front and this side is the back. This is the front piece of this part is the front piece. So what I'm going to do now, so that we have an equal dress at the down, I'm going to fold this part like this, then trim off these excesses from the front, so that by the time the dress falls, we have a well positioned dress. So now we are going to take our measurement from this point. Now we want a normal neutral neckline, because it's going to be having a collar. We don't want the collar to be sagging. So we're going to take it from this point. This is the point we're going to take our collar, from this point. So guys, for you to be able to understand it, I have to bring the front upward and put the back downward. So you can remember, I made the back longer than the front. So now this is the back neck. So I have to reduce the neck from the initial measurement by the same 2 inches I removed from the up measurement. So see it and the down. Make sure the down is equal when you are making your measurement, and make sure the side are equal when you are making your measurement. Good afternoon, ma'am. So now I have to go further on to fold. You know, I added 3 inches for the button allowance. So now I just turned it once when I was doing the. So for us to have a proper center point where it's going to be, we are going to turn it again, which is the second turning, and we secure it again with our iron. So whatever we are cutting now is an accurate neck line measurement. So now, because this is the back, we are going to use this center point to cut which is the neck point, to cut it off. So we are going to use 2 inches, which is our normal neutral neck measurement. So which is 2 inches, our normal neutral neck measurement. So we are going to connect it with a cuff here. So this neck remains constant because it's going to be a neck with collar. While we come down here from this center point, we come down by 2 inches, and we are going to connect 2.5. We come down here, we connect 2.5, mark it, 2.5, we mark it also. So this place we are going to connect with a cuff. So this is the cuff, and this place we are going to connect with the cuff also. So we take it away. So by the time you are done joining the shoulder and you see there's a need for you to cut the excess and you put it on and you see that the neck is too small, you can just go in with your scissors. But I'm going to leave it this way. By the time I want to fix my collar, I will measure and see how appropriate it is. So still on our body measurement. So now this is the front piece and this is the back piece. So we want the side of the dress to have a curve. So we do not want it to be straight. We want it to have a curve. So from here you go in by 3 inches. You come up by 3 inches. And you take it from any point that you want. I do not want it to go up too much. Sorry. So I just want it to have a little curve and not too much. So when we are sewing, our sewing ends here. So I want this dress to be decent so that anybody can actually wear it after the sewing. I don't want the situation whereby somebody will say it's too short, it's too exposed. So that's why we are making it this way, because it's ready to wear. Now you're going to move over to the sleeve. Now for our sleeve, we have to fold. Remember I told you circumferential measurements are divided into 4 apart from the sleeve and the tie. So this lot, I have already folded this part. So I'm going to fold. So we are going to have we are going to have 2 sleeves from this dress. Now because this dress is free, the sleeve has to be free too. It doesn't need to be tight. But because this sleeve has a band, I'm going to make this part 23 on the dot. Okay, let me make it 22 on the dot, but 23 on the dot, because after cutting it off to be 22. So this is our normal measurement. So the depth of my crown, I'm going to make the depth of my crown 4.5, which is the depth of crowns, the sleeve crown. Then the upper arm, we're going to measure our upper arm here. The upper arm measurement is 9. But because the sleeve is also free too, we are going to add the same 3 inches freeness that we have for our sleeve. Then we are going to measure from this part. We're going to measure the half sleeve, the half of the sleeve, which is going to be 12. Then it's actually a full hand. It's not a free hand too. So we're going to make this side 11, since we made the other side 12. And we're going to make the wrist of the ends 6. So we're going to add our 3 inches too. So we cut off. We cut it off. So now we're going to take the depth of our crown this way. So this is our sleeve. Remember I told you it has a band, but I've not concluded what type of band it's going to be yet. But we're going to make it a band of 2 to 3 inches, and the round sleeve will be at most 7 inches. So by the time we get to that aspect, as I sew, I'll be keeping you posted on how to make it. So now I've brought the fabric to my machine. This is my tabletop machine, like as you can see. Then I folded it with my iron. So I'm going to sew it straight to the neck line. I'll do the same for the other front. So I've folded it in So now I'm going to be joining the shoulder to shoulder, which is the shoulder of the front piece to the shoulder of the back piece. Come with me. So I have finished joining the shoulder to shoulder and I've weaved it. So I'm going to sew the side seam of the dress. So I'll come here and I'll measure 1.5 inches. That's what I want to use for my seam allowance. The good thing about this sewing machine is that you can use it to weave, you can use it to sew. So I've already overlocked the edge of every side I'm doing now. So I'm going to measure 17 inches above from the shoulder measurement to the waistline. That's why I'm going to make my pocket. I'm going to insert the pocket over there. So I'm at 17 inches right now. So from the point of 17 inches, you mark 7 inches downward. From the point of the 17 inches, I'll leave 7 inches for my pocket space. So I will start sewing, then I'll sew down. So now this is our neck line that we cut out. So I'm going to measure it and see what number it is. That's the number we're going to use to cut the collar. So 17.5, 17, in fact 18 inches is the collar, and this is a perfect collar neck. 18 inches, no more than 18 inches. It could be 17, it could be 18, but since this is what we have, we are going to make do with this. So we are not going to trim the neckline again. So 18, as you can see, it's 18. So we're going to cut the collar now. I've already started turning the edge of.
Hey guys, in my next video I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew the collar. So please, thanks for watching. I would like to see you watch the next video. Please, thank you and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification.